This is video 2 of the course assignments. Your next assignment is going to be mini assignment number 1, critical thinking. The learning objectives is that you will stay current with research that supports improved student learning outcomes, including findings from the learning sciences. Design authentic learning activities that align with content area standards and use digital tools and resources to maximize active deep learning. Part 1 of your video. Begin by watching the YouTube video Do You Think from 2010, noting that the video is now almost 14 years old. Create a similar video for your students or co-workers explaining critical thinking and/or the value of it. Your video could be from a general perspective concerning critical thinking, or it could be tied into your content subject area, technology use, and etc. Ultimately, create a video that benefits you, your students in classroom, and/or your peers and colleagues. Our purpose is not busy work, but to create meaningful output for you and your learning. When you post your video, please include a write-up in Engage, not in Google Docs, and state who the audience is, how your video might be utilized in or outside of the classroom, the standards that you are meeting. Beyond the video content, share more about the technology that you use to create your video with your peers. Any thoughts on its ease of use and how you might use it in your classroom setting. Additionally, include any resources you located and utilized for this project. Reflect on how the tool or technology worked for you as a user. Yes, it's okay to say it was frustrating and time-consuming and that you didn't have enough time to perfect the project. Remember, progress over perfect. Challenge yourself to use a piece of presentation software that you've not used in the past to make this video. Use this time to play and research new tools. Move beyond PowerPoint and Google Slides. Limit your critical thinking video to under 3 minutes. To meet time demands, you must concisely plan out your slide content. Less is sometimes more. Leave plenty of time for your viewers to read and process the information on your slides as it plays. Lastly, consider adding a voiceover to create video that is both verbal and auditory for your listeners. Embed at least one ISTE standard for education leaders in your work, either in the video or your write-up. Yes, this is you, a leader, regardless of your current title, role, etc. Responsible tech users cite graphics, music, etc. acquired from the internet. Your citations can be a reference slide at the end of the video or part of your Engage post. You choose, but be responsible with citations and references. You're going to post your 3-minute video and insight reflections on Engage, Yammer, under the discussion thread entitled Mini Assignment Number 1. This is the first part of this assignment. Part 2 is going to be your Oreo cookie peer review. Complete at least 2 peer reviews of the critical thinking video from Part 1. Post your reviews in the comment constructive peer feedback in the dialog box below your classmates' videos from Part 1. Provide your peers an Oreo cookie review or sandwiched peer review utilizing 1 positive comment, 1 constructive criticism or question, and 1 more favorable comment. To provide quality feedback, consider the learning objective from the mini assignment. Each time you leave peer feedback, label this review as Oreo cookie when you post to your classmates' post in Engage. If it is not labeled Oreo cookie, we will all assume that it is a typical discussion or feedback post. As a reminder, we do not count the number of posts or responses. Instead, we look for organic and genuine conversations between peers. When you are giving constructive feedback, I have seen quite a few students who have just said, "It looks great. I'm so glad that you shared this." That does not include a positive, a corrective, and maybe another positive. So make sure that you are very purposeful when giving feedback. The next assignment is going to be discussion board 3, technology and media use. Understanding how students utilize technology outside of school can help educators understand effective ways to use technology in the classroom. Researching, exploring, and understanding more about technology use in general can also help us to understand students' interests, develop responsibility when using technology, and integrate digital citizenship into our classroom curriculum. Understanding how technology is used or experiences with technology can be just as meaningful when working with adult learners as we engage in various roles outside education in various market sectors. In 2010, the Kaiser Family Foundation produced a report on the media use of children 8 to 18 years old that quickly gained widespread notice. According to the Kaiser reading, the results have implications for teachers, parents, and students. Even 13 years later, the data is eye-opening, and we also realize the data is outdated regarding statistics on media use. Who is affected by media use? What are the implications? What are the updated resources regarding media use for those ages 8 to 18? Yes, this is where you will have to research and cite regarding P12 media use. Is the increase in media use just the P12 student thing, or is this use more social, meaning it expands to all of society? How can you reflect on your media use as a human, not just in your current role? What are your coffee shop observations? If you sat down in a public place, what would you observe and be able to safely deduce by having read the research, then observing, noticing your behavior, others' behavior, etc.? Also, move beyond and consider yourself and local and global perspectives regarding technology and media use and technology access and equity. Essentially, what's happening in our lives as adults in society, but also from a global perspective, is media use comparable to third world countries versus developed countries? Post directly to Engage and cite at least one credible outside reference source beyond the Kaiser report using APA styling. Post your discussion board 3 technology use response on Engage Yammer under the appropriate discussion thread. Remember to align with or include one ISTE standard and one TPAC competency related to your submission. The value of discussion and sharing with your peers as a form of learning and expanding your ideas and thinking as an adult learner is important. If you forgot, rewatch the video on expectations regarding posting and learning from each other. Please do not use Google Docs for this assignment. Discussion 4 is about creativity. This does have 2 parts. Part 2, the use of Flipgrid, is not used with all sections, so please contact your course instructor and see if they use Flipgrid. Part 1, creativity can be defined and examined in various contexts. However, what benefits might students or coworkers derive from using technology to support creativity? How do you understand technology and creativity working together, if at all? Are there any potential disadvantages or barriers to creativity regarding technology? How do you, as an educator, use technology to be creative? How do you demonstrate that you value creativity and other skill sets in the classroom that may be considered non-academic? Include at least one outside source using APA citations to support your response. Respond under the Engage Yammer community discussion thread posted entitled DB for Creativity. And remember that discussion is expected and needed to dive in and learn from one another, a central tenet in adult learning theory. Include one ISTE standard and one TPAC competency related to your submission. Please do not use Google Docs. If your section uses Flipgrid, this is for you. Let's play a bit. Please use the link to Flip, known as Flipgrid. Make a video, respond to my question regarding creativity in Flip, and play a bit with Flip, and take note of what you like or don't like. Flip is a free app that you can download on your smartphone or iPad and record. When would Flip be appropriate for response or interactions in your setting? The next assignment is mini assignment 2, Draw, Dream, Project. The learning objectives: you will use technology to create, adapt, and personalize learning experiences that foster independent learning and accommodate learner differences and needs. Manage technology and student learning strategies in digital platforms, virtual environments, hands-on makerspaces, or the field. Part 1 of this assignment: complete a Draw.io or Google Drawings diagram layout per the directions below. Feel free to use whatever tool you'd like beyond Google Draw. See the list below and have fun experimenting and playing. Utilize the link provided for more assignment insights and directions. Beyond the outlined project above, and within the same post, insert a photo or two of your classroom workspace so that we can get an idea of your current environment. If you are seeing this or you completing this in the summer when you do not have access to your classroom, that's fine. You can omit that part. Please feel free to access your classroom to post pictures. Post your finished workspace layout with your additional information and classroom photos on the Engage community. Add appropriate ISTE and TPACK alignment standards. You will post this under Mini Assignment 2, Dream Draw Project. Part 2 is going to be your peer reviews. We have given directions on how to do these Oreo cookie reviews. For this portion, you will be providing 2. So you will provide feedback, formal feedback, to 2 of your peers. We've listed some potential tools to utilize. Draw.io is one, Google Drawings, and we have also added a YouTube tutorial. So locate your tool. We've also added a couple of different hints for different tools to use.